This is Finished Work TV, a place of inspiration, wisdom, and revelation. As you listen and receive God's Word today, your life will never remain the same.
It's our decision. When I started having revelation of partnership was when my finances started changing. My finances did not change because I'm a pastor. It has nothing to do with that. The finances started changing because I started buying into partnership. We need to support this ministry. We need to support this minister. We need to support this vision. The beauty of partnership is that it puts you in a position where you enjoy unlimited help as a result of your action. You yourself will begin to enjoy uncommon help. Have you gone to some churches or some places? You just notice there are people in that place that are more blessed financially than everybody there. If you trace it, you will trace it to their partnership to that work. They're the ones that give more. They're the ones that do more. They always want to get involved. And there is something about God. If you're moving his kingdom forward, your life cannot be stagnant. It's a major principle. If you're moving the kingdom forward, your own life. I'm not telling you a story. I'm telling you from personal experience. If you're moving if your intention is to move the kingdom forward, your own life will not be behind. If somebody said he's moving the kingdom forward and his life is behind, it's not true. Because God is not an author of confusion. He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. God is not an author of confusion. So if I'm moving the kingdom forward, my personal life, there are certain prayer points you don't have to pray. In short, there are prayers that will take care of themselves. There are things that will take care of themselves. You just see it, they're happening by themselves. They're happening by themselves. And someone would say, how did this happen? It happened because there is something about partnership you understood. God increases the seed of the sower. He said he giveth bread to the eater and seed to the sower. So God gives seed to the sower. And that may take us to the revelation of seed. There is something about this. Having the revelation of seed will reprogram your financial destiny. Don't forget this. Having the revelation of seed will reprogram your financial destiny. Your financial destiny is not tied to location. Your financial destiny is tied to the application of revelation. Your financial destiny is not tied to location, to any location. Your financial destiny is tied to the application of revelation. That's where it is. One of the worst things in life is to see need and you have no capacity to meet it. It's very frustrating. Am I correct? Huh? Okay, not for you people. Okay. The worst thing in life is to see a need. You know, I can meet this need, but the need is staring at you. And as a result of that need, the person was being embarrassed. There is something financial dominion do for people. It gives them voice and edge. Take it from me. There is something about prospering that helps you extend. There's something about it. I came from a family where life was really tough, rough. Yes, Really? Yes, I could see all kinds of people abuse us because they knew our financial states. They knew we couldn't talk because you have no finances. But they see, when I came into the kingdom and got born again, started growing, I started pursuing knowledge on how to move forward in my finances. As a pastor, I don't depend on what people give to me. I depend on what I give. That's how the increase comes. If you keep taking and you're not giving, you will stop receiving. It's a principle. If you just keep taking and taking and taking, but you are not giving, the flow will soon cut off. Because giving is what keeps the flow. Giving is what keeps the flow. If there is anything that keeps the flow, it's giving. Oh, I don't really have money to give. Oh, I don't have anything to give. But do you have a vision of giving? Because the more, when a person keeps excluding himself and said, I don't have to give, I don't have anything to give, I don't have anything to give, mark them. That is how their life is. They will never have anything to give. Even if the opportunity to give, for them to have to give, it will cut off. Why? They have been programmed to receive and not to give. It is a dangerous lifestyle that can abort a great purpose and future. Very dangerous. Very. The person is endangering his own destiny. There is something about it. I won't stop giving. Even if you give to people who never valued what you gave to them, you made effort for them and supported them and gave to them, and they never valued you, you shouldn't stop giving, because those things are actually coming to create distraction in your giving life. So you need to catch the vision of partnership. I like to read 2 Kings chapter 6. In 2 Kings chapter 6. Glory be to God. From verse 1. 2 Kings chapter 6 from verse 1. I want to do it from the NLT Translation. One day the group of prophets came to Elisha and told him, as you can see, this place where we meet with you is too small. The people forecasting this vision are people who were under the leadership of Elisha. The place is small. We need to do something. These are partners. This is partnership mindsets. A partner is someone who sees a problem and look for solution to resolve that problem. He sees a problem, he looks for a solution. They saw the problem. The place where we are with you is very small. There is something about life. I want to encourage you here. If you truly want to have a great life, watch out for your attitude, your action, and your decisions. I mentioned 3 key things. Please see how you could work on those areas. Watch out for your attitude, your action, and your decisions. They are the governing They are the governing factors of destiny. They are the governing factors: action, decision, and what again? Attitude. Okay, so let's make progress. He said here, one day the group of prophets came to Elisha and told him, as you can see, the place where we meet with you is too small. Let us go to the river. So let us go down to Jordan River, where there are plenty of logs. Partners are people with the ability to find resources for the progression of a vision. I said partners are people with the ability to find resources for the progression of a vision. They have the ability to find resources. Let's go get resources. It's part of their life. They have this ability to go look for resources. Somebody did something this week that got my attention. He's not a member of this church, but he came to work for this church. He amazed me. For my first time in my life, meeting somebody who worked in that field did that. We had something we needed to replace in church. And we placed order for it in Lagos. It was going for 165,000. So the people that had to bring it, so many stories on the way, and we needed to fix it. And I called the young man and said, we're having some challenges in the area. He said, okay, pastor, no problem. He went and took his money, his own money, and paid somebody else in our city here and brought it to church. Somebody that have not known us for 2 weeks. Serious. Has not known me for 2 weeks. That made my day yesterday, because for someone, people that work sound and do all those sound things, will know some of them how they behave. Even when he came, taking time to sweep the place, to arrange it for us. You see, there is something about life. Your destiny is not in what people are saying. It's in your actions and decisions. Wow. 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 He's not a member of this church. And then God told me, didn't I tell you that help will come from everywhere? They don't have to be here. They don't have to be here. Help will come. Once you need something, the help is coming. I won't forget what some of them he said many years ago. God told him that if people in Lagos cannot support you, I will import people into this church. He said there is something about God's vision. God will always find a replacement, will always find resources for his vision. Why did they come to tell Elisha that the place where we are with you is very small? And we want to do something. They forecast the vision. Then they started pursuing the vision. Some people can forecast a vision, but no capacity for the pursuit of the vision. They can say, this is what we're supposed to do, but they don't give what it takes to do that. They don't create an example how that can be done. Those people are not partners. The real partners are people who forecast the vision and then they provide leadership that will empower the people to get to the vision. Those are our partners. They don't just talk about the problem. They find answers to the problem. This is how you grow. This is how you make progress. Let me say this to you. Running from problem doesn't lead to growth. Approaching problem from a kingdom perspective can lead to the advancement of your life. Running from problem, I don't want problem. I don't want problem. I don't want problem. In life, there are problems. In life, there are challenges. In life, there are situations. Your ability to know what to do makes all the difference. The ability to know what to do. Praise the Lord. He said, there we can build a new place for us to meet. All right. He told them, go ahead. That was what Elisha said. I'm reading from the NLT Translation. He said, all right. He told them, go ahead. A partner is a person who does not undermine a vision or who does not have the capacity to sabotage a vision. That's a partner. That's one of the characteristics of a partner, is that they are builders. They have the capacity to produce out of nothing. They're partners. They believe in a vision. And they use their life for the pursuit of that vision. I've had testimonies upon testimonies of people who partnered, who said, I need to keep my partnership up. And God started moving them forward. There is something about God, like I said. When you start moving the kingdom forward, he starts moving you forward. Your success is not in struggle. Your success is in the application of the wisdom of God. Your success is not in struggle. Your success is in the application of the wisdom of God. I told God, I said, give me the money. This distributing is not a problem. Just drop it. You don't have to bother yourself. How will I be able to give this money? Just dare me. Just drop it and you see it happening. I can do it because I have heart for your kingdom. I have heart for your kingdom. I have heart for your kingdom. I can do it. There is nothing I cannot do for God. Nothing. To sweep, to clean, to mop, to wash, to reach out, to preach, to cancel, to help. There is nothing. There is nothing. There is nothing too big to do for the king. Especially when you have a revelation of his lordship, which is strategic for kingdom mindsets. When you have a revelation of the lordship of Jesus, that revelation puts you in a position of a kingdom. There are people who don't have kingdom mindsets. I'm sorry to say this. They don't have kingdom. They don't think the kingdom. They think about their agenda. The agenda. This is my own. This is their own. This is my own. This is their own. This is not my own. Didn't you read the scripture where it said, he that is not faithful to that which belongs to another man? What happened? Complete it now. Talk to me. Who will give him his own? That's why I always tell people, when you live in people's houses, keep it well. When people give you their car to use, keep it well. When people give you their things to use, keep it well. Because keeping it well, you are telling God, I can keep mine well. That's the message you're sending to the Father. But if you can't keep well what belongs to people, you can't keep well. The truth of it that you won't come to your own, because it's going to be challenging. It's a principle in the kingdom. He that is not faithful to that which belongs to another. That is why we introduce partnership. I hate struggle. Oh, Jesus have mercy. I hate poverty. I hate lack. I hate seeing a need that I'm supposed to be meeting and I just scratch my head and just, God, no. I hate that experience. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like being broke. I don't like it. I don't like being out of cash. I don't like it. There is something it does to a person psychologically. There's something it does to them. And that is why the Bible said God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that you are always. What did he say? It's always, not I have today, I don't have tomorrow. No, the will of God is that I am always having. And that is God's intention. Always having. So the principle of partnership is a synergy for the progression of a vision. The principle of partnership. So we saw that these guys came here. They told the man of God and said, want to expand the place, want to build the place up. And he said, go. He told them to go. And he said, so they went then. When they arrived at Jordan, they began cutting down trees. Verse 5 said, but as one of them was cutting a tree, his axe head fell into the river. Into what? Into the river. Oh, sir, he cried. It was borrowed axe. Wow. When to borrow to build for God. He didn't borrow for his personal use. He borrowed for the purpose of advancing the kingdom. And this is one of the strategic keys that the Father looks at for, is that a true partner is sacrificial. They cultivate a sacrificial heart.